Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to all my trade geniuses out there. We are live. Welcome to Trade Genius Live. I am your host and brand ambassador of the Edge Funder, Trend Genius. We're in here on a Friday, man, and I'm going to tell you right now, it has been, I think that little bull run that I was talking about, I think finally showed itself. It's actually been crazy how price has been so bullish, man, this past week. That horn scared you? Wake up, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's go through here. Sneer, good morning. Mike, good morning. Soaking Insider, happy Friday all. Morbid Drifter, word. T. Pruitt, good morning. Kick Rocks, good morning. Pivot Point, good morning. Joe Bro, good morning. Let's see how many we can get, Trent, before it starts. Right, I know, right? Jay Royal, good morning. Sis, good morning. Marvin Mensa, good morning. Bodovan, good morning. Mr. Payout, Jerry Jack in the building, good morning. Morbid Drifter, that horn scared the F out of oh, your cat? Oh, that's funny. That's too funny. Well, it's Friday. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I've been having to bring the hoodies out, man. It's been cold over here. Crazy. It's been like cold. It's been nice and warm during the day, and then at night it's super cold. But also too, I like to sleep with the window open and the fan on. So hey, it is what it is. Mr. Colon, good morning. Good morning. Twyla, good morning. He said he played too much. Terry Hart, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. TGI Friday. Jeez Louise. I've only taken one trade all week. I ain't mad at that though. But I lean back. I ain't gonna lie, I leaned back off the market this past week. I was just like, but if y'all pay attention, man, you see it's just been crazy bullish. We are at all-time highs now. Just that quick. Just think we were trading below the 8% line, and then bam, we were at all-time highs in no time. Go to show you how crazy the market can move like that. Q Grand Rising. Serena, good morning. Fit, yeah, I'm trying to stay warm. It's been cold. It's crazy. It's been cold. Bro, I sent you the news update this morning. What did I do? I hope I did not do anything wrong. Let's see here. Where we at? Oh, I think you may have sent it here, huh? Did you? Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. That's what's up, sis. Yeah. I'm sure that was the reason for the huge bullish spike, I'm assuming, because the market loves that, right? That means the gas and the oil can get to where it needs to go and prices can come down and all of this stuff, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Steven, good morning, my brother. How are y'all feeling this morning, man? How are y'all feeling? One word, me in the chat. How y'all feeling? Good, relaxed, refreshed, ready to go, blessed? What you got? I want to know. How are y'all feeling? How are y'all? 32 of us in here. How are you guys feeling? And if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and like, subscribe, helps push the content out. But also, too, you should be rocking with us because we keep it rocking up in here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come in here, you're going to learn a lot of stuff, get your psychology together, and be ready to show up on the charts like a sniper. Excited. That's what's up, Sneer. What about everybody else? How y'all feeling? We're going to jump to the charts in a second. How y'all feeling? Bottom said, okay. Pivot Point said, ready to go and bless. Okay. Pivot Point. What else? Who else we got in here? How y'all feeling? Let me know. How are y'all feeling? Talk to me. A little nervous? Okay. What you got, Soaking Insider? You said you're a little nervous. What's going on? Like just nervous for the charts today or just some other stuff going on? Q said energized. I like that. I like that a lot. Energized I think that's a way that we should show up on the charts every day. Feeling good, heading to the gym. Oh, she going to get it in. You've been consistent too, sis. That's what's up. You have been very consistent. You're making me feel cold, fam. I know, bro, it's been cold. It's been cold. And then you know where I'm at too. If you know anything about where I'm at in the valley, you know how it dips down, right? Like we're way low compared to the rest of the cities going going east in the valley. What we got? Excited for our one-on-one. That's what's up. Me too. Excited to set up my dock station. That's dope. Just have my morning prayers. Devotion and I have my coffee ready to go. Got you. What else we got? Feeling pumped. Mike said great. Mr. Payout said feeling good. Soaking inside of might be in a short. Feeling pumped. I love it. Need to take my first live trade today because I'll get inactive. I'll get an inactive fee if I don't. Going to risk only what they would going to risk only what they would take. Going to risk only what they would take anyway. Got you. I don't know why I had like a brain freeze right there. But yeah, cool. That's what's up. That's dope. All right, so let's go ahead on and let's jump into news real quick. I'm glad everyone is feeling, ready to go on this Friday. We're not gonna force nothing, right? I only placed one trade all week, but what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna force anything. So let's jump to the charts. Let me move my little logo down right here a little bit. Put him in the corner. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and go to news. Let's get there. Friday, I don't think it was anything going on today. I think it was like one. Yeah. All we got today is orange folder at 11 a.m. That's FOMC member Waller. FOMC member Waller speaks. So that's it at 11. Nothing else really going on today, thank goodness. Well, the Strait of Hormuz opened up, so I believe that brought in a whole a whole bunch of bullish action. Bullish price action, since somewhere around here, somewhere around this 5:45 time, we got like a lot of bullish action going. As you can see, price has just been on a tear. So I'm gonna go to the 5-minute, and as you can see, price has just been bullish like crazy since Sunday. So let's go in here. Let's jump in here. Let's do our bias analysis for the day. Let's check it out. So last night opened here. This will be 3 p.m. So we're going to go 5. Y'all remember how we do this? We go 5. If you're on a Mac, it's option V to get the vertical line. Option V. That's at 9. 5 to 9. Then we're going to do London, which will be 11 to 2 a.m., 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Get that going. All right, let's do our comparison now. All right, so during 5 to 9, that's Asia session, not the entire Asia session. I always like to say this because I don't want to confuse anyone. This is not the entire Asia session. This is just the time frames that we use as our cheat code. So 5 to 9 for Asia, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. for London. All right, so what are we doing? We're looking to see London highs, London lows. So we can see here that London definitely took out Asia's high, and it took out Asia's low, because Asia's low would be here, right here. And as you can see, London right here took that out. Just got below. So being that London took out Asia highs and Asia lows, we're looking for the market to be choppy. That's what we're looking for, the market to possibly be choppy. So what I'm assuming is I'm assuming price is going to be somewhat bearish today because we have been so bullish over the past, I just showed y'all over the past, since Sunday. Yeah, since Sunday, we've been extremely, extremely bullish. All right, let me delete these off. So bias today of, hold on. Yes, London took out Asia highs and also took out Asia lows. So we're expecting New York session to be a little choppy. But of course, we're not married to the bias, right? We're not married to that because anything could change at any moment. But that's just what we're looking at. I'm looking at price to be bearish today to reclaim some of all of this bullish action that we've been dealing with. A lot of bullish action. Like I said, this is Sunday. So when market opened, it just been crazy bullish. You can see. Look at that. Even if you go to the daily chart, right? You go to the daily, right? So let's go to the daily chart. Let's look at this. Let's get like a good window view into what's happening here. All right. So this is our daily chart, right? So if you look, this was Tuesday, March 31st. So since Tuesday, March 31st, price has just been, look at that. There's really only one bearish candle, and that was on Friday, April 3rd. Everything else since there, as far as daily candles are concerned, they have all been bullish. So you can see we're in a crazy bull run, right? And it went to all-time highs. So I believe, no, we're not. We're almost at all-time highs. All-time highs would be, high here would be 26,883.75. 26,883.75. I'm gonna put that on my chart. 26,883.75. 26,883.75. That would be all-time highs. 26,883.75. 26,883.75. Let's get that up there right now. Boom. All right, that is all-time highs. Let me change this to a little funky color. We'll go with this yellow, and then we'll change it to a 3-point. All right, cool. So we know this is what? Right now, I'm going to put a little text in there. Here, all-time highs. All right, so all-time highs, that's going to stay there. So we are very close. Let me see, when was this? This all-time high was made October 30th, 2025. October 30th, 2025. That's when that was made. So that was last year. So that's where we are. That's what's going on. That's the reason why I expect us to get some bearish price action in, because we have been extremely bullish. So we got to have a pullback at some point, right? We got to have a price cannot just continue on going in one direction. So we definitely have to have a pullback at some point. So if you want to put that on your chart, all-time highs is 26,883.75. Go ahead and put that on your chart. 1 minute before market opening. So let's see what we got on the 5. All right, let's see what we got on the 15. Well, if I get my little move to the sell side, I may take a sell side. I may take a sell side trade. We're at all-time highs. It's really hard to get a target when you're at all-time highs. So definitely trying times. But we worked through it, and we changed with the terrain, right? Let's see what we got. Anybody got anything going on that I missed? Good morning, Kiara. Chili Way screams, good morning. Bearish on my type of trades. Yeah, I do. DS shorts may be setting up. Absolutely. That is correct. Let's see what we get. Market opening in 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, there we are. Market is open. Let's see what we get. So, as we stated, based on our overnight bias, did you catch any of the move up before New York opened? No, I did not. I've actually been really leaning back off the charts this past week, just to protect my accounts. I'm not really anxious to get in there. I mean, a lot of that bull run, I can say I missed some of it, but oh well, it is what it is. I was leaning back with everything going on, all the war crap going on, all the energy stuff going on. I just pretty much just lean back. I've been leaning back. So as y'all know, I've been taking little base hits in there and just not doing really anything of that I would do normally. I've been really just skating on thin ice, so to speak. I got over daily max at the end of London, random spike. Nice. Oh, over the daily max though, that wasn't good then. Yeah. That's the reason why I've been like chilling, because the random spike, like just all kind of just so much uncertainty and a lot of just weird stuff just going on, right? With price action, right? That's one of the reasons why I just been chilling. Good morning, PT 720, or excuse me, PT 702. That's what's up. Not sure if you heard, but Fed is supposedly injecting 40 billion into the market, so may stay bullish if true. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But them putting the money into the market won't keep it bullish. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, we have buyers and sellers in the market. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see actually what it does. But yeah. Anybody in anything at the moment? Anybody in anything? Karate 357's Grand Risings, my brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate you. A lot of, not really that much volume. Well, I mean, we didn't really have no news, right? So volume is kind of, yeah. So we'll see. I do have all of my targets below, so I'm definitely firm on taking a short today, even based on everything that's going on. I got profit, but after my payout, I lost for 2 weeks. So it's really just me trying to get back to yes, unfortunately. But that's what makes us strong as traders, Kiara. Literally, I've been there. It's all right. You just battle back. Just remember everything that you did to get there. Just do the same thing, battling back. That's all. That's all you got to do. Nope, we chilling today. Lexi Star, good morning. Good morning. I'm in a buy on MES on the HSS. That's what's up. Do you trade the chop box strat? Yes, I do. I do trade chop box, but not really a clean one. Not really a clean chop box at the moment. So right now I'm basically waiting for a fair value gap. If I get a fair value gap, I'll take this short, and we'll see. Flora R, good morning. Good morning. I caught it around 7 to 720. Ah, got you. Got you. Well, we just need a fair value gap if we can get it. I took a dynamic risk on the first jump, ended up making 1440 today, done for the day. That's what's up. On the first jump at what time? Right here. Mr. Payout, Jerry Jack, 545 right here. You got it way pre-market, huh? Is chop box in a circle? Yes, chop box is in a circle. Okay, maybe we can get a fair value gap. If we get a fair value gap, I definitely will take this trade, and I'm definitely going to leave a runner. Let me go in with 6 contracts because I'm definitely going to leave a runner if it sets up. Make sure I'm on the right. Yep, I'm on my little eval that I'm rocking with. Cool. Let's see over here. Boom. I mean, I could even sit on my hands today. I'm really not tripping. Nah, at opening. Oh, you were talking about. Oh, so you took a sell. Because open was here. So you took, so you just took a quick sell, 931. Got you. I connected my trade to TradingView, but still can't find the exit button. The exit button on a trade, Flora R. So let me say this. If you set an order, right? I'm gonna put an order on the chart. Right here. This is how you cancel your order right here on this X. Right there. That cancels your order. So that's the way you get out of a trade. You could just cancel it. How many? Order canceled. So if you're having any issues outside of that, Flora R, what you can do is you can just take a screenshot and DM it to me, and we can, you know what I'm saying, we can work through it. But that's the easiest way to cancel trades. What did he say? He said that candle shot up and I took a sell. Oh shit, the candle shot up and took a sell. Got it. But yeah, that'll be the easiest way, Flora R, just to, like, if you're in your entry, wherever your entry is, you'll have an X. Just hit that X. Excuse me. And that will get you out of the trade. If you have a stop loss and a take profit, make sure those orders close out as well, and you'll be good. Is there any prop besides Apex that allows more than 5 accounts? No. All props are 5. Apex is the only one that allows 20. That's why you got to have them in your arsenal. And it's always good, everyone, to have more than one prop firm. Very, very good thing to do. I have multiple prop firms. I have, of course, I got TEF. I have Lucid. I have Take Profit Trader. I have My Funded Futures. I have Apex, and I have Tradeify. I have 6 different prop firms that I use, and I use them all differently. And I use them with particular strategies. I don't trade all my strategies on one account. On one of my prop firms, I use different prop firms, different accounts, different account sizes for different strategies. That's how you eat. One account, one prop firm. And I'm maxed out on all my accounts. So 5 Take Profits, 5 My Funded Futures, 5 Lucids, 5 Tradeifys, 20 Apex, 5 TEFs. Period. So I'm maxed out. That's how I'm a copy trader, so that's how I believe in trading. I like to max out on all the prop firms that I have and just kind of rock from there. Let's see here. What we got? All right, price is just kind of playing around. I'm waiting for a fair value gap. If I can get a fair value gap, sell side, I'll take this trade. But if not, we'll see. But based on our daily bias, we are getting the kind of price action at our daily bias. Our cheat code tells us it could be a little choppy today. So we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Trent, what do you think of that rule to let more people start trading with less money? I mean, I think it's cool, but I don't know. I think we have so many rules already. You know what I'm saying? I just think the rules need to just stay where they are, because when you start lessening, in my opinion, if we start lessening, or if they start lessening the amount of money that you need to start trading, I mean, I think that's good. The question would be, does it help overall? Like in the bigger picture, does that truly help? I mean, we can look at it like, hey, it's less money, but is that going to breed? How would I say? Is that going to breed, good traders that are exercising, risk and all of those type things? As long as it does that, I'm cool with it. But I just don't want it to be a situation where they lessen it, right? They lessen the amount of money that you need to start trading, and then it kind of dumbs down the whole experience. That's the only thing that I'm thinking about. Other than that, I mean, it could be cool. It could be cool, as long as it doesn't, mess with the experience. Because guess what? If you think about where all the parameters are right now to get into trading, it's not really a lot of money if you really break it down, right? Woohoo, just got my first ever HSS live trade, logging out now and going to paper, feeling too many emotions now. Do you copy trade the evals too? Yes, Lun, I do. I copy trade evals. Yes, that's the way you do it. That's the win. What you do is you don't trade one eval at a time. If you could pass one, you can pass 5, you can pass 100, right? At least that's my concept. That's my how would I say? That's the way that I think when it comes to prop firms and evals and all of that stuff, right? So what I do is I trade the max. Whatever the max is, I trade the max. So if I can pass 1, I can pass 5, I can pass 20, I can pass, tons. That's just how I look at it. So why would I just trade one eval? To me, that doesn't make any sense. If I'm going to blow the eval, I'm going to blow 1. If I'm going to pass it, I'm going to pass 1, right? If you're trading one account. So I flip that to, hey, if I can pass 1, I can pass 5, meaning the max, whatever the max is for that prop firm. And that's what I do. And that's pretty much how I like to do it. I think it's amazing. And when I pass 1, I'm passing all of them at one time. That's the other thing that I like. I will say, no matter how many paper trades you do, it hits different when there's money on the line. Absolutely. I have not been able to make it out of the eval stage. Sucks. Just got to exercise discipline. You're in the right place. Sights sync. You're in the right place. And we're just going to work on it. You know what I mean? You just got to let us know what some of the issues that you're having. Let me get to Soaking Insider, man. That was for you, my guy. Congrats, brother. I was talking. I couldn't, jump in with you, but that's what's up, man. That's what's up. If you don't mind us asking, what you hit for? What you hit, that makes a lot. Absolutely. London. I mean, think about it. The thing is just this, right? People say, well, then, of course, it costs more to buy 5 accounts, right? Okay. So that's how I look at it. we're here to make, we're here to learn a financial skill to better our lives, right? By making money using this financial skill. So my thought process is this. Whatever I do as far as spending money, I look at it as an investment. So why would I not go all in on, why would I not go all in on the amount of prop firms that I can trade? To me, it just doesn't make any sense to trade one. I've never traded just one prop firm. I've always traded the max. I've been copy trading for the past 2 years. Like when I first got everything set up, this is how I started trading, and this is how I've been trading. So I have not done anything different from day one. What I'm doing now is the exact same things that I was doing back then. Now, of course, my discipline and all that stuff is much better. But I mean, as far as like how I trade, the way I trade, it's always just been NQ, and I copy trade all of my accounts, and I have the max. It doesn't make any sense. When I started, I was trading Apex, so it was 20 accounts at a time. When I blew one, I was blowing 20. It is what it is. I mean, it's an investment. That's how I looked at it, and I worked my tail off until I was able to pass my 20 accounts and finally start taking payoffs on them. But hey, I've for the for the brother on here, Sight Sync, who cannot, you only risk $30. That's cool, man. Took 1-to-1 and activity fee. Trade evade is 35. Just got last month's feedback. Nice. There it is. That's all you needed. Perfect. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying to everyone also, specifically Lund, is that I was up to over 200 blown accounts. Remember, when I'm blowing one account, I'm blowing 20. I'm speaking from Apex because that was the first prop firm that I was trading. And I blew 20. I blew about 200. I blew my accounts like 10 times. So that was about 200, maybe 12, about 240 accounts, evals. And then when I passed them, when I finally got them passed, I blew my PA evals 3 times. So that was another 60 accounts. But these were these were performance accounts. I had paid my activation fee. So trust me, I was spending a lot of money and not getting to a payout. But the idea is that I continued on and did not stop. And I also understood that all this money that I'm spending is an investment into my future. So I looked at it that way. I didn't look at it as, oh, I'm spending a lot of money. Like, it's a financial skill. You have to spend money to make money. I don't care how you look at that. So that's in any business, right? And if you're treating trading as your business, then you know you have to spend money to make money. No matter what business you start, you have to spend money to make money. So that's how I looked at it. And that's pretty much how I rocked it. And I finally became profitable off those 20 accounts. A couple of things I had to do to, keep them going. So I wouldn't go to get a push to a live account. I would have to blow them, take a certain amount of payouts and then blow them and then start all over again. That was done on purpose though, but that's how I became profitable. And I would recommend anyone, if you're gonna copy trade, if you're gonna buy a copy trader and you're gonna copy trade, invest into the max amount of accounts that you can. That's how you trade them. Period. If you're gonna pass one, you're gonna pass the max. So it just makes it that much easier. Sites me too. HSS really helps, but so does knowing where to find FEG and SR levels. Yes, that's awesome. Soaking Insider. Can you copy trade different props at the same time? Yes, you can. I think if you have a third-party copier. Yes, you can. I have all my accounts in my copy trader. Every prop firm account, minus TEF, because TEF, they have their own. Remember, TEF, you're trading through the TEF dashboard, so it's different how they're set up. At some point, I'll be able to put them possibly into my copy trader. I think after the last integration, and then I'll be able to trade all of them the same. But I have all of my accounts, all my prop firm accounts, and my live account in my copy trader, and I can pick and choose the accounts that I want to trade. I can pick and choose the accounts I want to lead with, what I want to follow with. I can trade them all together. I can trade one of the accounts. I can trade 10 of them. It's like I have total control of how I want to trade them. So there it is. Yep. 15-minute uh 15-minute what's the name is definitely invalid. So, yep. I needed to have a bearish candle here, or this candle needed to be bullish. So that's invalid for me on the 15-minute, my little 15-minute strategy that I trade. And right now I can still get a daily if we can get a fair value gap, but we'll have to see. But price is choppy, as we stated, right? So far. So I'm in a phase right now. I don't want to quit because this is my dream. This is for me. I've always been able to just do something and it clicks. Whole different beast with this, but let's get it. Absolutely. It is a different beast. What I will say is that I'll let you know, Kiara. What I would say is that what you have to do is you have to remember that you have to stick to your strategy. Don't strategy hop. That's why it's important when you find a strategy, you back test that strategy going back 3 years. I always talk about this. If you haven't done this, this is probably the number 1 reason why you're having a hard time. Seriously. If you're trading the HSS, you should be back testing the HSS going back 3 years and then demo trading it, excuse me, for at least 2 to 3 months until you see profitability in your demo account. You know, like flip your demo account. That's how you know when you're ready. Start your demo account like at 25K, flip it to 50, or start it at 50 and flip it to 100. If you can do that demo trading after back testing for 3 years on a particular strategy you're using, then you can honestly say, I am ready for live trading. Straight up. But you have to do that. If you do not do that part, if you skip that part, then guess what? It could be a problem. So I'm going to take this sell. We got a fair value gap. I'm going to take this. I'm going to see if I can, let's see here. We're going to sell, limit, boom. All right. So let's see if price will come back to pick me up. If it does, great. If not, no big deal. But this is what I'm looking at. So let's see. Let's see if price will come back to get us. We should be tapped in. Oh, shoot. I ain't even, what? Well, we're in this trade. Let me set my stop loss. Stop loss is here. And take profit is here. We're going to go and it's going to be a buy limit. And we're going to do this at 5 and leave a runner. Oops.
Order submitted.
Confirm. All right, there we go. So we're in this trade. And I'll go over it. I'll break it down as we're going through it. Let's 1 second. Let me set something up over here. I didn't even log in on my accounts over here. So let me do that now. And we'll see what we get. Let's see what we get. And boom. All right, cool. Excuse me. So we're in this. So basically, let's see here. Serena's in as well. Okay, I'll try that. I do some back testing, but I need to be more. Yeah. And I'm saying this respectfully, SiteSync. You can't just do some back testing. Like you really got to back testing is everything in this game. Like you have to do your back testing. What I mean by have to do your back testing is you have to put in your excuse me, Jesus. You have to put in your time back testing. If you don't do that, you will not be able to have the repetition needed, as well as, how would I say, the experience on placing entries with that particular strategy. You need repetition, right? Think about like an athlete, right? If you're going to be a good shooter in basketball or a good pitcher in baseball, you have to throw a lot of pitches. You got to shoot a lot of shots. It's the same thing with trading. You're not going to get in there and just do a little bit of something, and then it takes you, wherever you think it may take you, hypothetically speaking. So, with that stated, your repetition is backtesting. So, with that stated, if you put in the time in the backtesting, I'm telling you, you will definitely see a huge difference in your trading. But you have to do that. You have to backtest. You have to put in that time. Exactly. That is the main reason why you're not moving forward. I'll tell everyone that you can't just do a little something. It doesn't work like that in this financial skill. You have to put in the work. Like, you have to put in the work. Like, I always equate it to being an athlete. Think about an athlete. An athlete gets good by what? Constant practicing. They practice all the time. Even the ones that are good, right? You take an athlete that's really good. They're still practicing like crazy. They're practicing every day. They practice like they suck, right? Let's just be honest. Athletes practice like they suck, even when they are the best player in their league, whatever that is. They still practice like they suck. So think about that. We are the same way. Not that we suck, but I'm saying we have to practice in the regard that what? We suck. That every day we're trying to get better and better and better and better. The only way to do that is by practicing. How do you practice in trading? Backtesting and demo trading. Those are really the only two ways you can practice. Now, if you have a PDF or you have like a diagram or breakdown on your strategy, then of course studying that diagram and understanding where your entry is, where your TP is, where your stop loss is, all that stuff, that's the other side of it as well. It's understanding that. So once you understand those things, then guess what? Your back testing is going to be just that much more efficient. Your demo trading is going to be that much more efficient. And before you know it, you're going to be killing it. That's the way that it works. Good job, Ben. You must have been in a long. You must have I'm assuming you took something off this, took a buy off this reversal zone. I'm assuming something like that. But yeah, that's what's up. A trade, I haven't even explained it just yet. I'm just talking in general. I'll get there, Raj. I'll get there. But yeah, so going back to site sync, that's something that you definitely have to do. You have to get in that back testing, fam. It's very, very important. Maybe my setting is wrong. I couldn't find the cancel button. My trade went to profit and back to drawdown. You have to have something like this on your charts, Flora R. When you're in a trade, you don't have like something like this. If you're in a buy, this should be green or blue. And if you're in a sell, this should be red, right? Like, you should have something like this on your chart when you're in the trade. And then here's that was a huge spike. Y'all saw that? That was crazy. And then this is your close position right here, this X. This is how you would close out of the trade. So I'm not sure what you're seeing. If you want, like I said, you can send me a screenshot, DM me one, and then that'll, let me know actually, what's going on and how I can help you better. But yeah, you should have something like this on your chart, which is your entry. That was a crazy spike right there, y'all. I don't know what that was about. That was crazy. Let me see something. Let's go to news here. 26 minutes ago, the naval blockade will remain in full force and in effect as it pertains to Iran. Okay, that's 26 minutes ago. Okay, nothing. Well, we'll see. We'll see. So in this trade is based on market structure shift and fair value gaps. So my pink lines, these are my targets. How I get these targets, I have a video on my channel. It's called Setting Your NQ Daily Levels. Go watch that video and that'll explain these pink and these blue lines. All these pink and blue lines you see. It explains all of those. So wherever my daily levels are, that's where I look to, that's the direction I look to place my trades. Today, being that our overnight bias was going to be choppy, right? Because London took out Asia's high and it took out Asia's low. So today with our bias, we're not married to the bias, but just going by our bias, New York session should be choppy. Now, I have, excuse me, let me fix that. I have, what just happened? Oh, I saw what I did. I moved this out the way. What am I doing? I'm tripping. All right, cool. So with our overnight bias with New York being choppy because Asia took out, London took out Asia high and it also took out Asia's low. So the other thing with me is that all of my pink levels are below price. So these are my targets, right? So I was waiting for market structure shift. So market structure shift happened right here at the 630 candle, meaning price closed below the previous swing low or high. In this case, it was the previous swing low. This right here, this dotted white line, this is the previous swing low. This is my 630 candle. So market opened, it closed below the previous swing low. So now I was waiting for a fair value gap. So I had a fair value gap right here. Let me show y'all. There's a fair value gap that showed itself right here in this area right here, right there. And as you can see, I put my entry price just below the fair value gap because I'm going for sales. If I was going for buys, then it would be on top. But in this case, because I'm going for sales, I'm going short, my fair value gap goes right below my entry goes right below the fair value gap. Now, what was I doing? I was waiting for price to go back into that fair value gap that was formed right here. You don't see it anymore. You see this green one, but there was a red one here. And I was waiting for price to go back into that fair value gap, cross my entry, tap me into the trade, and then continue on short. So that's what I'm looking for. Previous swing high would be my stop loss. And I told you my target would be these pink lines. So my first target is here. I'm actually going to be taking out 5 contracts. I'll be banking 5 contracts and letting 1 contract run. I have 6 micro contracts in this trade right now. So my idea of this trade is to, when price hits here, it'll bank 5 of my contracts or 5 of my units, same thing. And it'll leave me with 1 unit or 1 contract in this trade, and I will let that run. So that is my trade for the day. That is one of my strategies that I trade, and we'll see if it hits. And there it is. Where are we? You don't have that on your chart? That's weird. And you're in a trade. That is so weird. You're gonna have to send me a screenshot, Floor R, so I can help you. It hit stop loss today. I'm still in the green on my account, but barely, so I'm done for the day. Yeah, absolutely. Just shut it down. Morbid Drifter, you're good. You're good. How do you go about finding reversal zones? Reversal zones are done on the Q. Are you in the inner circle or are you in the edge funder? Q. Let me know. Soaking Insider asking the same thing. Which strategy do you usually use to pass evals with? Great explanation. Thanks. You're welcome. No problem. Me, I don't use a particular strategy. I just trade the strategies that show up. If my strategies show up, then I just take the strategy that shows up. I don't trade a particular strategy, Steven, to pass a eval. I just trade my strategies, and if I'm in an eval or I'm in on my my funded accounts, I just trade the strategies. I don't have a particular one that I do. I just trade my strategies, and then that's all I do. Just the edge funder. Got you. Okay, so the reversal zones, I was going to say if you were in the inner circle, we had a document there that you would be privy to, but unfortunately, because you're not, you won't be able to get that. But the reversal zones are done on the 1 hour. And possibly at some point we may have look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's just climbing on me, huh? I heard that. At some point, I may hold the class doing that, but it's very tentative because this is the thing. I got to make sure that I'm being practical and being fair to the people in the inner circle. And you know what I'm saying? cross-referencing the information, you know what I mean? But it's done on the 1 hour. That pretty much is the best thing I can say. What you're looking for is you go on the 1 hour and you're looking for like the same kind of touches in the same area. Like you're looking for stuff like this, as you can see how it lines up with that reversal zone. See, a lot of these reversal zones were done like a long time ago. Like I just didn't do these. These have been on my charts for a very, very long time. So basically what you're looking for is you're looking for touch points, stuff like this, stuff like this, stuff like this. And these reversal zones were done so long ago that yeah, they were done like a long time ago, a really, really, really long time ago. Okay, this trade is just going funky, y'all. All right, hey, it is what it is. We're gonna accept whatever we get. Period. But yeah, so that's pretty much how the reversal zones are found. They're found on a 1 hour. You're looking for like similar touch points. You're looking for stuff like this on a 1 hour candles that are doing this, and you pretty much draw a reversal zone both sides. Then you want to go back in time and you want to make sure that you see other touches from other candles, which kind of lets you know if the reversal zone is strong or not. So a lot of different things you have to do to get to the reversal zones. It's somewhat a little difficult, but at some point I'm definitely going to do a class on it so we can know how to do it, because unfortunately, if you are in the inner circle, I can tell you here, go to this link, watch this, but I won't be able to do that. So it'll be something that I would have to do for y'all. What indicator is that giving you the dotted swing levels? Lund, that would be this one right here. Swing high, low support and resistance by Pattern Smart. It's this one right here. Swing high, low support and resistance by Pattern Smart. So it's that one. Blue lines are done by me. Blue line, this blue line here, that is my simple moving average of 50. VWAP is the yellow line. And then also to get these fair value gaps, it is FVG Nephew Sam, this one right here. FVG Nephew Sam. FVG standing for fair value gaps. And that's pretty much it as far as my indicators. But let's see here. Inner Circle is one of the best investments I've ever. Absolutely. Queen Honey Mama knows what's up. What we got? How do you get an Inner Circle, and does it cost? Yes, it does cost. You have to go to Juvier's videos and see when he's accepting new members into the group. It's not one of those things where you can just go to a website and pay for it. Like you have to go through an interview process. It's an exclusive community. He did it that way. He did it that way because he wasn't trying to just flood the community with a bunch of members. Think about it. He has close to 1 million followers. If he wanted to do that, he could have done that, but he wanted it to be exclusive. So he's not just, allowing people just to go to a website and pay and get in. You basically have to wait till there's some spots open. You have to hit the link that he has for that, and then that will prompt you to set up an interview and with an onboarding agent, and then that onboarding agent, you guys will do your interview, and then at that point they'll decide if you're good enough, not good enough, but if you fit the criteria for the community, and if you do, then they welcome you in. It's to give you what the pricing is, and then you choose what membership level you want to come in on, and then there you are. Hopefully, you get accepted and you're in. But it's worth it. It's just pretty much what I did. I mean, I got into the community, and it was the best thing that I could have ever done. There's all the coaches over there are fire. Every last single coach is on their game. There's tons of resources. Like, you just can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Man, I set up my reversals while watching Scalp God's vid, and it has been working like a dream. Actually, silver is pretty volatile, and those zones are one of the only thing that seems to hold true. Yeah, the link is down now. Yeah. He's it's when there's openings. Oh, this thing is going against us. It's going against me. It's all good. I said I was gonna get a trade in today. I didn't force anything. I took a strategy. So we'll see. We're gonna live with the results. Either we're gonna make some bread today, or I'm gonna pay some bills. One of the two. 1 second. Let me plug in my laptop, y'all. That's what's going to happen. Either we going to pay some bills today or we going to make some bread. One of the two. So let's see what we got. So far, the bias has been holding up, right? We said New York would be a little choppy. That's what we're kind of seeing. We're seeing some chop. So let's see what we get. All right, you know what? While that is cooking, let's see here. It's been like that the last few days. Yeah. There's a 5-minute fair value gap. It wants to fill then down, hopefully. Yeah. This one right here. Oh, you said 5-minute? Let me check the 5-minute. Oh, this one? Yeah, and they got a little one right here too, possibly. We'll see. It might want to fill these before it makes our way down to the targets. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, it did grab all those orders out of there, so we'll definitely see. Good looking, Serena. Appreciate that. Serena be on it. Yep. All right, cool. Well, we're going to let that cook. We don't sit here and watch the charts like it's a movie. Let's get our mental muscle rocking. What we got? We got 46 viewers. Let's go ahead on and get, we got 32 likes. If we can get those likes up, we just need 14 more likes. Tap that 930. Yeah, it did. So if we can get 14 more, actually, we can get 16 more likes. That'd be amazing. If you're new here, please subscribe, like. We definitely welcome everybody that's coming into the community. We are here to get ourselves to the next level. That's what this community is about. So if you're new here, welcome. We're glad you're here, and let's get to the bread. All right, question of the day today is, if you removed your indicators, does this trade still make sense? So we can use my trade as an example, but it's something that you would ask yourself. If you remove the indicators from your chart, would your trade still make sense? Let's look at that. So if I remove my indicators from the charts, does my trade still make sense? Let's see here. So remove all the indicators. Yes, my trade would make sense because my trade is based on structure, right? And fair value gaps. So even if there was no indicator, this would still be structure. This would still be the previous low, even if there was no indicator here. This candle closed below right here to 630. That is still structure. If the indicators weren't here, even though that there's no indicator here, this is still a true fair value gap between this candle, and this one. There's a gap right here. So there will truly be a fair value gap there. And my entry would be just below the fair value gap. My targets would be these pink lines. So for me and my strategy, if I removed all of my indicators, this trade would still make sense. That's why I like to trade the way I trade, with strategy and with structure. Everything is structure. Market structure shift, fair value gap, and aiming for my targets. And my stop loss is the previous swing high from the previous swing low of my market structure shift. So this would be the next previous swing high would be here. So as far as I'm concerned, I can say yes. Now, for everyone else that's trading with your strategy, can you say the same thing? If you removed all of the indicators, does your trade still make sense? Well, true that, Soaking Insider, you definitely need the EMA, but think about it. If you removed it, your trade could still make sense, right? Because you know that even though you need the indicator, it will still make sense from a structure perspective, right? Because what are you doing? You are taking the bounce off of the EMA, right? Waiting for those particular candles to show up, those 3 momentum candles, right? Whether it's going to be a short or a long. And then you're waiting for a doji, right? And then you're getting in on that doji. So even if you didn't have your indicators, right, that even the HSS would still make sense because what? It's a trade that's based on structure. So that, that makes sense. But this question is really going to, what we're looking for on this question is this. Our indicators, what do? They really just support us, right? They don't justify, they support. They support our strategies, whatever those strategies are. Like for me, with my strategy, the swing highs, swing lows, previous swing highs, previous swing lows, fair value gaps, excuse me, they support my trade, right? But they don't justify my trade. You know, there's still other things that I need to happen for my trade to go good, for my strategy to work well, right? But my indicators, they help assist me, so to speak, right? They don't justify, they like help, they support, right? They help assist, right? They give you an idea of like, okay, price is doing this, you know, considering my indicators, then I'm looking for whatever that particular thing is. So even though you need, like I need my indicators as well to help me with my fair value gap, show me my swing highs, swing lows. But if we remove them, if you're trading on a strategy based on structure, even if you remove the indicators, the strategy is still there. So that's the concept. The concept is if you remove indicators, does the trade still make sense? It should, because if you're trading on structure and you're trading on strategy, then yes. And confluences, then yes. You know what I mean? The price is always going to be the truth, right? Everything else is just a tool. Think about it. Price is going to always be price, and it's going to do its thing. The indicators are just tools. So if you're trading a strategy and you understand the strategy, and the strategy is truly based on structure, which all strategies should, then yes, you can remove your indicators and your trade will still make sense. Period. Because as I stated, the indicators just do what? They help assist us, right? They help support us in understanding our strategy and where to take it and how it's working and all of that type of stuff when it comes to price action, when I say how it's working, right? Based on price action. So as long as you are trading a strategy with structure, you're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be good because that's what you want. You want a strategy based on structure. That's what you need. That's how it works. You don't want just like we talked about yesterday, you don't want to just be hoping, right? We don't want to get in a trade and we're hoping it goes in the direction that we placed it. No, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for structure. We're looking for trades based on strategy, right? Based on confluences, right? And having indicators just helps assist us and support that strategy of knowing where to take it. It does some of the work for us, basically, is what it does. It does some of the work for us. So if price alone doesn't make sense, then the trade doesn't, right? Because you need price to make sense for the trade to make sense. You don't need your indicators to make sense for the trade to make sense, right? Price action is what truly makes the trade make sense, right? Because it's going to tell you like if your strategy is aligned properly, if you got the proper steps within your strategy, price action shows you all of that. So just remember that. The indicators, they just do what? They just support what price is doing and show us some things, fair value gaps, order blocks, whatever it is that you use, swing highs, swing lows, VWAP, simple moving average, exponential moving average, you know, all kinds of stuff. It shows all kinds of different things, right? That's really pretty much what the indicators do. But if your strategy, once again, is based on structure, then price is what's going to show you that, right? So price always tells the truth. Remember, everything else is just a tool. Just remember that. Everything else is just a tool. You know, the indicators don't justify our trades. They just support our trades, right? So we need other things to happen for our trade to be justified. So just keep that in mind. So once again, if you remove your indicators, does your trade still make sense? It should. That's the whole concept behind this question. It should still make sense. Where we at? True, it would be a little more risky, I think, though, right? Because you wouldn't see it, you wouldn't see the indicator, but you understand the concept that I'm using. Using a paid trading view account seems they taking my paper trades even from paper trades account. It's funny you say that, Trent. Even though I'm following my rules and structure, I still hope it hits, LOL, just because why not? My power just went out. So glad that didn't happen during my trade this morning. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good at all. But yeah, so that is something that we always want to remember, that the indicators support our trades. They don't justify the trades, right? You still need other things to happen for the trade to be justified and as well as for the trade to be high probable, right? So just keep that in mind. So just remember that price is the truth. Everything else is just a tool. So just keep that in mind. So that was our question of the day. So any questions on that? Any questions, concerns, anything someone didn't understand? Something someone wants to discuss about this question? Please speak. Let me know. We got 50 viewers and we got 44 likes. Let's get them 6 more likes up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe. That actually helps push the content out, but also too, you are where you need to be. We're nothing but a bunch of, some of us are novice traders, some of us are beginners traders, some of us are newbies. But at the end of the day, we're all trying to get to the same place. So any questions on that? Any questions on this question? If not, we're going to move on to tip of the day. So let me know if you guys have any questions on that. All right, tip of the day today is, let's go. The second test of a level is often weaker. Tip of the day. The second test of a level is often weaker. Say that to yourself. The second test of a level is often weaker. Why is that? Why is the second test of a level often weaker? Let's think about that. Why is the second test of a level often weaker? Why do y'all think? Why is the second test of a level often weaker? Why do y'all think that is such? I'm going to tell you why I think. All right. So, levels lose strength, right? As we have price continuously touching an area, whether it's support or resistance. We'll use the resistance. Price is bullish. Every time it gets to this level, it reacts. It starts to go bearish. It gets up to this level, it starts to go bearish. Gets back up to this level, it starts to go bearish. Every time that it tests that level is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Story demand runs lower. Story demand runs lower. That's true to some degree. Liquidity grabbed up. That could also be true to some degree, but also remember this: the first reaction from a level usually is strong, right? If we've been thinking about what we've been seeing on the charts for as long as we've been trading, however long that's been, right? The second reaction tends to be a little weaker if you think about it, right? Usually the third, possibly the fourth reaction, and most of the time it breaks through, right? So just think about this. Every time price touches a level, that level is getting weaker. That's why the second test of a level is often weaker, because the first test of a level is going to be pretty strong. That's just how it works, right? So the second test is going to be a little bit weaker. Third test could even be weaker. If there's a fourth test, that's going to be, very weak. So at that point, price can break through, whether it's price is bullish and it's hitting support, hitting resistance, or whether price is bearish and it's hitting support. Either way, the second test of a level is always often weaker. Just remember that. Multiple touches on a level, you know what that means, right? Price is trying to get through that. It's trying to get through. Whether it's successful or not, that's another question. But when price constantly is touching a level, whether it's a support level or whether it's a resistance level, every time it touches, it's getting weaker. So just something to keep in mind. Yesterday, we were talking about consolidation, right? We were talking about price moving sideways, like what happens when price starts to consolidate, right? What do we know happens? Something is getting ready to happen. You have to pay attention to when price is consolidating, right? What does that mean? It's going to be a breakout soon, somewhere at some point. So you always want to pay attention to that. This tip of the day from yesterday is kind of like a piggyback to that, because the second test of a level is often weaker, right? Speaking on the regard of we're dealing with price again. We're trying to understand when price does a particular thing, what does it mean? So yesterday we talked a little bit about consolidation. When price pauses, meaning when price is not going up or down, it's pausing, it's just going sideways. We know that a breakout is imminent at some point. To what side? That's something we would have to figure out. But we do know when price pauses, breakout is coming. Same thing here with price, tapping levels. First tap is always strong. Second tap is a little weaker. Third tap is even. Every time it taps that level, it's getting weaker and weaker. So what's going to end up happening is what? Definitely going to have a breakout of some sort at some point, right? If price keeps hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting. So that's how you have to look at that. Like a hammer banging on something each time. Absolutely. Good job, Serena. Absolutely. It's a great analogy. Very well put. Yep. It's like a hammer banging on something each time it's getting weaker. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great analogy. That's pretty much what's happening. So just remember that. Multiple touches on a level means that level is getting weaker. And at some point, price will definitely break through at some point. So just keep that in mind. Remember, this is just a tip of the day. We're just getting our education going, working our mental muscle, and understanding how price works. So yesterday, as I stated, we talked about price pausing. Today, we're talking about price touching a particular level multiple times. So just remember that. Just always remember that. So, of course, if price touched a particular point at the fourth, like this is the fourth test of a level, we know that's going to be extremely weaker than the first test of a level. First test of a level probably won't break through. It's probably going to reject. It's going to be a strong rejection. It's always like that. Think about what we've been watching. When we're watching price action. Price will get to a level first time, it rejects usually pretty hard. Just the way that it works. If it's a level of rejection, whether it's support or resistance. That fourth time, it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So just keep that in mind. That can help you with your trade strategy. It could help you with your entry. It could help you with a few different things. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. The second test of a level is often weaker. That was a tip for the day on that. Anybody got any questions, any concerns, anything that they didn't understand about that? And then we're going to get into some other things. Let me know. I'm just checking news right now. Let me know. Did we understand that correctly? Any questions, any concerns, anything someone wants to add? All right, so I'm assuming everyone understood that, and that's rocking pretty cool. So just to run back through it, question of the day was what? If you remove your indicators, does this trade still make sense? Once again, remember your indicators should only support your trade, not justify it. Just remember that. It should support your trade, not justify it. Just remember that. It should only support. Price, because remember, we need price to make sense, right? Not the indicators. So if price doesn't make sense, then guess what? We don't we don't have no strategy. We don't have a trade because price is not making sense. That's how that works. So just keep that in mind. And then as far as our tip of the day, the second test of a level is often weaker. Just remember, price keeps touching a particular level. Every time it touches that level is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So that's that. I got you, Jerry Jack. A lot of news coming out right now. Let's go check on that. Let's see what we got. Let's go here. Boom. Let's see what we got. So 3 minutes ago, Trump, Iran, with the help of USA, has removed or is removing all sea mines. Okay, that was 3 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, Iran declared Strait of Hormuz open to shipping. Trump says U.S. blockade still active. 10 minutes ago, now that the Hormuz Strait situation is over, I received a call from NATO asking if we would need some help. Okay, so a lot of little news just came out on everything going with the Strait of Hormuz. I know how to say it now, Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz. Okay. So let's see. Where should I post? Post it in my Post it in my DM, Floor R. Just DM me in Discord. Does anyone know if I can start a free trial on FX Replay? Will I be able to use a discount code still for the subscription? I believe so. I believe you should. Trump is doing too much. I believe you should still be able to use your code and get your. I think when you're setting it all up, it asks you for that. Joan, I guess I'm just gonna say Joan, 4569. Good morning, and traders at all. It's today the back testing day. Look at this culture guy. No, today is not back testing. All right, that's what we're going to talk about. Thanks, Joan, for bringing that up. That's something that we were going to talk about. But since you already put it on there, boom, let's do it. Let's do it. Did you message me about mirror trading? I did not. Be careful for fake. You'll have to run going to a staff meeting. All right, Mr. Colon, have a good weekend, brother. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, you guys be careful. They've been making a lot of fake Juviers, fake trend geniuses. Just be careful. Just go to, if you're not sure if it's me, good morning, Nathaniel. If you're not sure if it's me, go into the Discord, go into a message that you know that I put in the Discord, go click on my name and my avatar, and that'll bring up all my information, and compare that to whatever someone may have DM'd you. If the information is not the same, you automatically know, someone's scamming. So just be careful, and don't give I will never message you asking you for no money, asking you for anything like that. I'll never ask you for no kind of account information or none of that stuff. None of that stuff. So if someone's messaging you, 10 times out of 10, it's not me. And then you can check that. So, where are we at? So Joan, it's my name is Trend Genius. Trade Genius is the name of the channel. No harm, no foul. You good? Just got to get you up to speed. So back testing. All right. Today is the day that what? And I'm not writing this anywhere. I'm stating it. So I want everyone, you should be writing it down, or you should be remembering it. I'm not going to write it down anywhere. I'm going to state it. This is big boy stuff, right? Big boy and big girl stuff. Ain't nobody holding no hands. We're here to help and assist. And y'all know I answer every question. But my point is that when I say that I'm not holding hands, I'm going to put out all the information, and I'm expecting you to get the information, write it down, put it somewhere safe, remember it, right? That's how it works, right? So just making you work, just making you work a little bit. We both working together. So today is the day everyone should have FX Replay if you're going to be joining the backtesting session, right? So we talked about this. Today is the day that we're going to have it, that you're supposed to have it. If you don't have it by right now, that's fine. So what I want everyone to do is, as we stated at the beginning of the week, is that today is the day that everyone gets FX Replay, get your subscription going, and you should be working on that through the weekend all the way up until next Friday. You have a whole week to learn how to use the software and the program. So it's very, very important that you get your subscription of FX Replay and you learn how to use the platform. I don't want our backtesting session to turn into a question asking session on how to use FX Replay. It's going to totally take away from the backtesting portion, and it won't be fair to everyone else who's showing up ready, prepared to go. So with that stated, today, get your subscriptions. I will say by today or tomorrow, please DM me in Discord and let me know, hey, I'm attending. I got my FX Replay subscription and I'm attending. If you don't have an FX Replay subscription, don't attend. Don't jump on the call. You have to have your FX Replay subscription, and I need you to know how to use it. Now, outside of some simple clarity questions, I have no problem answering questions. Y'all know that. Y'all know how helpful I am. All I'm saying is that I do not want this backtesting session to turn into a question and answer session of how to use FX Replay. That's the only thing that I keep harping on, because I want to make sure that we Do not even go down that path, because I'm not going to be answering no questions, and then you're going to be feeling some type of way, and we don't need to do all of that. So I'm going to say it again. Please have your FX Replay subscription by today. Tomorrow's cool. Why I'm saying that is really by today, not by tomorrow, by today. So this way you can go into the weekend and you have all of next week to practice it, to understand how to use it. And then once we start doing our session, everything will be, everything will be good. We'll know what we're doing. We know how to get it rocking, and we'll be all proficient in doing that. So what we got? Appreciate you this morning. Absolutely, Chili Way. Thanks. I figure it's a scam. Yep. Kong. Absolutely. Okay. I sent it to you. Thanks. You got it. Flora R. Do you have a discount code? Yes, I do have a discount code. If you want to join or watch, that's cool. Yeah, Kiara, you can do that. It's $35 a month. Pro is $30 monthly, and $350 annually. Yep. It's the only one that I use. It's the only one that, in my opinion, works the best, because it has all of the, we working up to creating an edge from the battle room. Ha, 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 ha. That could be very true. Hey, hey, hey. There's a 5-day free trial. Then you get charged. Absolutely. I just purchased FX Replay. You got it. I do have a code that you can use. Let's see here. Where's my code? Let me go to it right now. Go to my YouTube channel. Let's go there. And let's go here. And let's go here. And let's go here. Let's go into my description. And it'll be right here. So I'm going to shoot this to y'all. Put this in the comments. No, there's no lifetime subscription, unfortunately. It's monthly and annual. There's the code. Boom. But yeah, so the idea is this. Have FX Replay subscription by today. Boom. DM me. Let me know, hey, I got my subscription and I want to join a backtesting session. Boom. Now what does that do? Now I'll be able to get a list and a head count of everyone that's going to be in the session. Okay? Now, what that will do, that will let me know how many people are going to be there, and it lets me know basically, like how many, not just how many people are going to be there, but how much attention that I'm going to have to put out to all the different people that are there. Because if we got 15 people, or if we got 50 people, that's going to change some things, right? So the more people we have, great. But I just want to make sure that we have enough time, allot enough time to where I'm able to get to any questions that we may have. But all we're going to do is we're just going to follow along. So you understanding how to use FX Replay, we're just going to all get on there together. We're going to follow along, and we're all going to do the same things, and we're just going to just follow along together. We're all going to be in our FX Replay doing the same thing. There'll be a strategy that we're going to go over. I'm going to choose that. And then there it is. What is this going to do? One, we're going to learn, we're going to backtest the strategy together, but also it will give you the repetition for you to do what? Start backtesting your strategies on your own. That's the whole point of it. The whole point of it is I'm trying to make you what? Learn how to use this tool, and you'll be able to use this tool when no one's around, when it's just you. On Saturdays, you should be spending everyone should be spending a good 4 to 6 hours on the weekend backtesting. Even if you split it up, 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, that's cool. Or you can do 2, 2, 2, 2, however. Just get it done. Put in at least a good 6 hours every weekend backtesting. That's really all this is for. I'm really just like, how would I say? I'm setting everything up, right? This is really just a setup for you. So really all that I'm doing. I backtest. I know my strategies. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I know them like I don't need to backtest. No, I still backtest. I don't backtest as much as I used to because I know my strategies. But yeah, this is what this is set up and designed to do. It's designed to make us learn how to use this tool. First, go get the tool, learn how to use it, and then what? Use the tool to help sharpen our financial skill. We need backtesting more than anything. Demo trading, you can do that after backtesting. But that's pretty much that is the whole purpose of what we're doing. All right, so let's get in here. I got the pro license. Yep. Start the back test. Yeah, that dope. That's what's up, Joan. Very easy and cool too. Yep. So the back testing session is next Friday. No, it's not going to be next Friday. I'm doing it in steps. I'm doing this test. I want to do one thing. We're going to do one thing at a time. It's not going to be next Friday. I'm giving you a whole week to learn it. And then next Friday, I'm going to ask some questions, and it's going to let me know where everyone is. And then if I'm here, if I'm hearing what I need to hear with these answers to these questions that I'm going to ask next Friday, then we'll set a date and then we'll be in there. But the whole goal of me doing it the way that I'm doing it is to make sure that we get it and we've been working with it and we've been using it. So when the back testing session comes, everyone's just going to jump in. They're going to know where to go. They're going to know what to click. They're going to know how to get it going. They're going to know everything. And I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on the way that I use it as well. But the idea is to make sure that everyone knows how to use the tool, period, before we even have our session. So with that stated, there it is. So you have it at least a week to a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before we have our session, which is good. I'm also doing it this way because I don't want no one to wait till the last day before and then get the subscription and then you only have 1 day of working with it. Like I'm really doing it in a way where you have to use it before we do our session. That's all. I want you to be extra and super familiar with it. That's it. So that's what's up, Ryan. I'm attending, but unless I get another job, not able to get in right now until my next payout. That's cool. That's no problems. Josh Stress 5 for 5 this week. That's what's up, bro. Good stuff. Trend, why not get out of that trade? I'm letting it rock, bro. I'm letting it rock. Because my stop loss is here and my take profit is down here. I'm gonna let it rock. I mean, I could get out, but think about this. If you take a trade, right? And you get out trades way early, this trade could still win. You know what I mean? It could still hit my target. And I know that. So this is the way that this is the way the strategy works. Yeah, I'm heavy. I'm 1,300. It's all good. No big deal. My accounts are safe. I don't even really take large hits like this, but today I was like, I'm gonna take a trade today and I'm gonna live with whatever it has. You know with what the trade gives me. I can jump out now, but what if I jump out now, right? And a trade goes ahead and it hits my target. So I like to allow the trades to go fully through the whole process of either it's going to hit my TP or it's going to hit my stop loss, and I live with the results. Today I'm just in on evals today. Yep. I'm in on 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in on 4 evals. So it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not even tripping. Like it's either I'm going to pay bills today or I'm going to make some profit today. That's where I'm at. And I'm willing to accept whatever comes with that. So that's pretty much what's going to be my trade for the day. I saw this was a little heavy. I was thinking about going lowering my contracts, but I'm like, I'm just going to trade it today. I'm going to trade my 6 contracts. If and when price comes down here, I'll go ahead on into bank 5 contracts and I'll have in one runner, or it's going to go up here and stop me out. Either one, I'm not tripping. Either way, I like to let my trades play out totally. I don't like to exit my trades beforehand because there's times where I've done that when I was new to the game and price went ahead and ended up hitting my target and I got out. So I play the trade, I let the trade play out fully to the end. And that's that. I'm not tripping on the 14. I'm not really tripping on that. I'm letting it play out. That was the whole point of my trade for the day. I was going to let it play out regardless. So either I'm going to pay some bills or I'm going to, there it is. I pay bills. No big deal. There it is. So 16, 23, and 4 accounts. It is what it is. No big deal. Yep. Got to take it slow. Y'all, we ain't wasting no time. Absolutely. Got to take it slow. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do for a back testing session. That's how we're going to rock it. Other than that, pretty much nothing else with that. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. You can always DM me. But I see I got some DMs in here, so that's cool. I guess y'all are DMing me, letting me know. That's what's up. I'm going to make a list. And then once I make a list, then I'll have an idea of how many of us it'll be. We'll run back through the list just to make sure everyone is going to, just to confirm that they're going to be in, and then we're going to rock. Because it's like this. If I'm going to do something, I want it, number one, to go, not necessarily perfect. I'm not really dealing with perfection, but I want it to go smooth, number one. The second one is, I swear when you're trading it, it will slow crawl to your TP, but it always just punches a stop loss. That is very true. That is very true. But yes, going back to the back testing session, if I'm going to do something, I'm very detailed on how I like to do things, and I do things. There's always a method to my madness. So the way I'm doing things is like I'm always doing something with something in mind. So whenever I do something, it's always to build on something that's a step after that. So I just want to make sure that, like as I stated, that the back testing session is truly a back testing session and not a question and answer session on how to use FX Replay. So if you don't know how to use it, you can go to YouTube, real easy. I even think FX Replay has I think they have a YouTube channel. Let me see. I believe they do. I'm almost for sure they do. Yep, right here. How to use FX Replay 2026 edition, right there. So you can jump on here, hit this, and it'll show you how to use it. Let's see here. If you go to their channel, there you go. They got a bunch of stuff in here. So there'll be no excuse why anyone comes to the back testing session and not know how to use this tool. So there it is. 26th edition, and there's a bunch of other different things too. How to trade strategies, some more features, trading and backtesting tips, profit playbook, battles, like it's showing you everything. Product demos, silver bullet indicator, some testimonials, backtest and chill moments. So you have everything that you need here to know how to use it. Real simple. Just go right to YouTube and go to FX Replay. Real simple. Let's see here. Hey, Trent, I will DM you about FX Replay, but most likely I won't be able to join in live. If you will do it later than the time right now, due to time difference, I will watch a replay. That's cool. We'll figure it out. I don't think we're going to do it during the trading session because I want us all to be able to still trade. So what I will do, though, is I will pick a time that I think is going to be good for us. That's going to be the next thing that we'll decide. We're going to decide on the time because I do not mind working my time around to try to get everyone involved, but we're definitely going to have to compromise, and I don't mind compromising. I'm good with that. So I don't think I'm going to have it actually, we're not going to have it during trading time. It'll be after trading session, like maybe 8 a.m., maybe later in the afternoon. I don't know. We'll figure that part out. Let's just do one thing at a time. Let's get the subscription to FX Replay, and let's learn how to use the tool, right? And then DM me and let me know who's going to be joining. We're going to do it in steps, and then we'll figure it all out. We'll get it done. And hopefully everyone can join. That'll be dope. So we got 49 viewers, 47 likes. Let me get 2 more of them free likes. I would appreciate it greatly. Just 2 free clicks, click. But other than that, let's go ahead and kind of just run back through what we talked about today. We talked about if you remove your indicators, does your trade still make sense? We have to understand that our indicators are doing just what? They're just giving us basically how would I say, they're giving us support, right? Our indicators support us, right? But price action truly tells us if the trade is a good trade, right? We learn that with price action, right? So remember, our indicators, they support our trades. They don't justify them. I appreciate y'all who gave me them few likes. We're over now. Appreciate that. Also, to remember, price is the truth. Everything else is just a tool, right? When we're talking about our question of the day. Tip of the day today was the second test of a level is often weaker, right? So we know that as well. every time price touches the level, that level loses strength. So something that we just keep in mind. So remember, the first reaction is always strong. Second reaction is a little weaker. Third reaction usually will test that level, possibly break it, possibly not. But at the end of the day, we do know what? Every time price touches a level, that level becomes weaker. So multiple touches on a level, we can be looking for what? Price to break a breakthrough, price breaks through that, or a strong reversal going into the other direction. But definitely we know there's something to pay attention to. All right, let's see what we got in the comments. Oh man, I missed a trade. All good. Reason I need to stop this 9-to-5 job, only meetings and taking me away from a trade. It's all good. My strategy lost today. My trade was non-profitable. I paid some bills today. Excuse me. No big deal. We pay a little bit of bills. It is what it is. That's how it works in trading. And we come back to live. We live to trade another day, and we come back fresh on Monday. My man TG, I will touch base on DM. Absolutely. You got it. No problem. So other than that, does anybody have anything for me? Any questions, any concerns, anything you want to talk about? Anything. Another trade would always be there. No worries, brother. Absolutely. There'll always be a setup. Y'all know I'm one and done. Actually, let me go ahead and log out right now. Boom. So I'm logged out. All right, cool. So any questions, any concerns, anything y'all want to talk about, something you need to bring up? Other than that, if we don't have no questions, no concerns, then we are going to go into the weekend. I'm going into the weekend red. I had 2 trades this week. First one was profitable. Second one, I paid some bills. So at this point, it's all good. About to head out. Good luck, everyone. That's what's up, Kiara. But yeah, so other than that, we had a lackadaisical week. It seemed very slow. Thank you, Ryan. It seemed real slow, right? This week was kind of blah. Only took a couple of trades. Hey, I saw my strategy. I took it. Went against me. Pay some bills. It is what it is. Accounts are safe. We live to trade another day, and that's all that matters. That's what's important. And of course, the market has been super crazy. Looks like we may hit all-time highs today. So there it is. Just wanted to share. I took TEF on March 30th and not profitable yet. Feeling a little low. That's all right, Sneha. Just got to keep working at it. Remember, I blew over 200 plus accounts. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that to say, like, it's gonna take some time. Don't feel down. Don't get emotional. Don't let your emotions get wrapped up in it. Just dust yourself off and go right back at it again. That's all. Yeah, there you go. That's all you do. Just work hard where you know you're lacking. That's it. Kyle's Krim, if price is above the 100 and 200 EMA, isn't it bullish? It doesn't necessarily mean price is bullish. I mean, you could look at it that way, but there are times when price is above and it goes below, like within the same time frame. So I don't use that to designate whether price is bullish or bearish. I go based on my strategy and my targets and my overnight bias. That's pretty much how I trade. My strategy is based on structure, so I just use that. The VWAP and the 50, they just kind of, once again, kind of support, what I'm doing. But that doesn't, for me, if I see it above, it doesn't necessarily mean that price is bullish at the moment. But yeah, at the moment, yes, price is bullish. But does that mean the price is bullish overall? No, it doesn't mean that. But at the moment, price is bullish. Think about it. We can have one tweet, one report, and price just tanks. Literally, like tanks, a couple hundred points. So just keep that in mind. What else we got? Even after break of structure, even after break of candle structure. Kyle's Crown. Let me see. Let me go back to you first. Price is above the, what's the name? Got it. Okay. My problem is finding a strategy that fits me. Gotcha, Q. The information you share really helps. You're welcome, Nico. Absolutely, brother. That's what I try to do. Have a great weekend. Leaving this week in profit and live and demo. See y'all next week. That's what's up. Thank you for sharing. Have a great weekend. You got it, Joan. No problem. Q, you said a problem is finding a strategy. Um, and I know you're in the Edge Funder Discord. Have you tried the HSS strategy, hybrid super scalping? I would say figure out if you want to be if your personality speaks to scalping or if it speaks to strategy trading. And the way to do that is Euphoria has the HSS trade, and he has HSS resources in the TEF Discord. Try that strategy, and see how you like it. It's very, very effective. I'm not a scalper, so that's the only reason why I don't trade it. But it is a very effective strategy, and people eat off it. I'm not a scalper. I'm a strategy trader. That speaks more to my personality. But I think that would be the first thing that you need to figure out. Figure out what kind of trader you want to be. Do you want to be a strategy trader? Do you want to be a scalper, or a combination of both? I would say find that out about your personality first. And then once you find that out, then that'll let you know the kind of strategy that you should be looking for. Either you should be looking for a scalping strategy or one of the strategy where you place a stop loss. You place an entry, a stop loss, a take profit, and you allow your trade to reach the take profit level. So just figure that out first. So I think that'll be the best thing. Let's see. If the prior day high and the all-time high is lower than where the market is right now, how do you determine where it's going to hit? Or are we just doing a let's see where it can go? For me, my targets are these pink lines based on my strategies, site sync. My targets are here, these pink lines. So if I'm taking a trade based on that strategy, then I know I'll be taking a short because of where my targets are. If I was taking a strategy on a 15-minute, there were some things that would need to happen, and today those things didn't happen. Like both of these candles need to be the same in the same direction, 615 and 630. So because 615 was bearish, 630 was bullish, that invalidated that trade. So yeah, that's pretty much. Let me share my screen. So with my strategies today, right? These are my targets for one particular strategy that I trade. So being that my targets are down here, that strategy would have to be a sell. Now, there's another strategy that I trade on a 15-minute, but that got invalidated because these two candles have to be going in the same direction. So if this was going to be bearish, this one needs to be bearish, or if this one was bullish, this one needs to be bullish. But being that one was bearish, one was bullish, that pretty much invalidated that trade for today. Sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen. Yes. So as far as this strategy was concerned, it was done. For me, the only thing that I could have taken today was my strategy on a sell that would have took me to these targets, these pink lines, preferably just first one. And that didn't work out. That went against me, and that's that. So for me, I'm done. So that's what I'm saying. My strategies are based on market structure, fair value gap, stuff like that, and my targets. So maybe another strategy might have those other parameters that you're speaking of involved, but mine does not. So, but yeah, let's see here. What else we have? What else we got? You do the HSS. Got you. Yeah, Morbid Drifter. I appreciate you, brother. Okay, I'm trying it. I'm more a structured person, so thank you. I didn't know there was a difference. Yes. What if it's bouncing on multiple time frames? What do you mean by it's bouncing on multiple time frames? Like bouncing at a particular level on multiple time frames? If that's what you're speaking of, it just shows that when you say bouncing, I'm assuming you're meaning price is hitting a particular level and going the other way. Like either it's hitting this blue line and going up, or it's hitting up, maybe this line up here and coming down, like bouncing off it. It just means that level is strong. And if it's happening on multiple time frames, it just shows how strong that level is, because it's doing the same thing on multiple time frames. That's pretty much all that typically means. Heavy enjoy life. So I'm saying cool. Yes, there definitely is a difference. Q. So a strategy trader, scalper. Two different ways of trading. But when you find the one that works for you, then I would say, try that. But the try that particular strategy when I say try that. Um, but moving forward, I would definitely start with the HSS. It's a pretty good strat. The strategy that I do, um, as I do it more and I break it down more, you'll learn it. Um, but I would definitely try Euphoria strategy. That is a real cool strategy to learn. It's not hard. It's very easy. It doesn't take a lot. You just need one indicator on your chart. Your chart will pretty much look like this right here. This is what it'll look like to trade the HSS. This is what it looks like. So you need Heikin-Ashi candles and you need the 100 EMA, right? Yeah, EMA, the exponential moving average. That's it. That's what you need to trade the HSS. So this is a very, how would I say, simple in the regard of you don't need a lot of indicators. You just need to have a particular kind of candles, Heikin-Ashi, one indicator, and then just understand the way the strategy works. Real simple, real easy. But that would be a good place to start. So other than that, if there's nothing from me, let me get back in the comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. What we got? London breakout strategy, the easiest. Hey, if that's the one that you like, thanks, I'm learning. That's what's up. HSS is also a low risk. Very true, Serena. Good point. London strategy is easy with MNQ. Got you, Kyle Scrim. But yes, that's another thing too. The HSS is truly a low risk strategy. That would definitely be something to try out. Q. That would be definitely something to try out for sure. Other than that, if y'all don't have nothing for me, then we're going to get out of here. End of the week, going into the week red. Red's my favorite color, believe it or not. Not when it comes to my P&L though. But yeah, it's all good, Q. You got it anytime. On HSS is also having a VWAP as additional confluence makes it A+. See? Got you. So I guess that's why, Serena, I noticed I did have the VWAP. On I was wondering why the VWAP was there. I went in here and I saw VWAP. I'm like, why did I have that? So I guess it's supposed to be like that. Aha. Got it. Let me update it. Update to latest version. Oh, I got to go through and let's see here. Got to go through and remove my bands. So bap. And I don't want it blue. I want it yellow. And I want, there we go. Boom. All right, perfect. So got it. So the VWAP gets you some extra confluences to make it A+. Got you. How VWAP supports HSS for A+ setup. Got you. Impress. I'm looking for you. I see you there. That's what's up. I was wondering. I was like, she rocking with me this Friday or what? You're in there, I see. How long you gonna be in Jamaica? Oh, you said till June. Never mind. I forgot. You said you moved. That's right, till June. So you're gonna be in there a minute. That's what's up. All right, cool. Well, if there's nothing else for me, then I guess we will get out of here. And let's see here. I think two of y'all I'm rocking with two of y'all today, right? Yeah. Me and Kick Rocks and Pivot Point. That's what's up. Okay, cool. Well, y'all enjoy the remainder of y'all day. Hopefully y'all went into the weekend green. I went into the weekend red. No big deal. I'm not gonna go on tilt. As y'all can see, my emotions are at bay, calm, cool, collective. I ain't worrying about nothing. But at the end of the day, we live to trade another day, and we'll be back in here fresh on Monday, hopefully with a better week of price action. And just be able to, execute some strategies and not have to take base hits. Hopefully the market can get better with all the war stuff going on, and we can definitely, how would I say, take advantage of that. But other than that, I appreciate y'all. Hopefully by Monday I should be 100%. Still got a little something going on in my nose, but other than that, I'm cool. Y'all have a great remainder of y'all day. Have a great prosperous weekend. Remember, for backtesting session, make sure you go ahead and grab your subscription and DM me and let me know that you got it, so I can have a little list of everyone that's going to join us and going to participate, and then we'll pretty much just go from there. So don't forget to get your subscriptions and DM me. Don't forget, get your subscription, DM me. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't come in here next Thursday talking about, I got my subscription, can I still join? Get it now so you can practice and know how to use it. You have all weekend to play with it. All right? If you need a code, I have a code down in my description. Just look, it says FX Replay. It's a link, referral link. It takes you there. Sign up. We good to go. So other than that, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Shout out to our co-founders, the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scalp God. Without them brothers, we would not be here. And other than that, man, y'all have a great weekend. And I will see y'all first thing in the morning on Monday. All right? Y'all have a blessed one. Appreciate y'all.